Hello again. I'm growing increasingly puzzled to see those arriving in this country after crossing the English Channel in small boats being referred to as asylum seekers. This is literally impossible. They are barred by law from claiming asylum in this country. They can't do it. It's not possible. They are not asylum seekers. This was one of the provisions of the Illegal Migration Act, which came into force last summer. I give a link to the government website about this act in the description to this video. The fact is that since this bill became law last year on July the 20th, it is not possible for anybody entering Britain in an irregular way, and this includes, of course, crossing in an inflatable boat to evade customs and immigration, to claim asylum here. Such people are not eligible for asylum and have to leave Britain if they wish to make a claim. Allow me to quote, "People who enter the UK illegally will not have their asylum claim determined in the UK." I'm guessing that not many people are aware of this because newspaper reporters and members of various charities, as well as the BBC, are still using the expression asylum seekers. It's a nonsense. They are nothing of the kind. They can't be. Of course, to be realistic, this does put us in a very awkward position. It is true that within a short while there will be virtually nobody waiting for a decision on his or her application for asylum here, because of course most of those people have indeed been entering Britain in an irregular way. From that point of view, the new law will be a resounding success, because the government promised to deal with the backlog of asylum seekers, and at least on paper they would have done so. This is all a bit misleading though, because of course more people than ever are arriving across the English Channel, and not a single one of them, with the possible exception of unaccompanied children, will be able to claim asylum. The government, though, together with local authorities, is still providing accommodation for these characters. Another part of the Illegal Migration Act specifies that those who arrive in that way irregularly can never become naturalised as British citizens. Before we start cheering this as being a common sense move, let's ask ourselves where this is heading. We all know very well that there is no chance at all of any of those people being removed, either to Rwanda or their own country. We might wish it was possible, but it's not going to happen. This is because, apart from anything else, they're not being locked up and they can vanish whenever they're minded to do so, which they are likely to if they're told they're about to be deported. They will never ever be able to claim asylum, nor will they ever be able to claim British citizenship, and yet thousands of them are still flooding in. What do viewers think is going to be done about this? We have brought in a ferocious law which will prevent illegal immigrants from claiming asylum and becoming citizens, but at the same time we're letting them stay and putting them up in hotels. What will happen in the long term? Are we creating a new underclass in Britain, something like the Marxist idea of the lumpen proletariat, people who will become invisible to the system, living and working illegally and getting by as best they can? There are certainly some people like that at the moment, but at the present rate of illegal immigration, there will be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of these men. What on earth is going to happen? In the meantime, do remember that the next time you hear anybody talking about asylum seekers crossing the Channel, this is completely false. If there is one thing certain, it is that by law, not one of those people can ever claim asylum once they land in this country.